fucking gunk on my glass that I'm drinking.
Ooh. It's a gamer goo.
Bro.
That's where they harvest it from.
No, I hope not. No, it's fine.
The saliva glands of gamers.
Ugh. I need that.
That's how I feel in my car, is like I'll just find like gunk in, like, I'll look on my dash and be like, hey, I've never looked at that area before, and like, ooh, what's that? Why is that? That's been there for years?
Shit just occurs. Like, you'll just be existing and then something else will happen.
Yeah, and
That's
what's about
true.
to happen is
Yeah, that's very true, John. Something else will just happen sometimes.
Yeah.
2K20.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna happen. Folks, welcome to the last episode of Video Game Choo Choo of the decade.
God.
We're gonna keep doing more of them, but this is an arbitrary amount of time that this has happened, so, you know, it's not like it's gonna be much different, but it's gonna be after a date.
What's Video Game Choo Choo gonna look like in 2020?
Probably mostly the same.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, we might make it a bit better, but I don't think we're gonna, like, do anything too crazy. Are we?
What if we had lasers? What's the 2020 aesthetic gonna be?
You'll have to ask the middle schoolers about that. Like, we don't know. We're too old.
They're cooking on some things.
This.
They're cooking on some post-irony stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like that's pretty similar to how the rest of us are, though. So,
yeah. That's kind of been the vibe of the last 7 or 8 years at least.
I've been seeing a lot of genuine memes. So instead
Again,
of
I see a lot of that too.
You're saying sincerity is coming back in the 20s.
Or even a post sincerity. My students are making Minecraft vids as a retro thing. And they're green screening themselves into Minecraft situations. Which looks hilarious, by the way. It is an incredible look. I think that's where we're going in 2020.
Minecraft.
It's back to Minecraft. The basics.
It's truly cyclical. But yes, it's me. I'm John. I'm the New Year's baby. Unfortunately, that's my job this year.
That's your job. What does that job entail?
I have to be a baby. They turn me into a baby.
You have to blow out the candles of the new year?
They actually, they put me in a rocket ship and shoot me into the sun. That's what they do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they instigate the new year. A couple of days before the year's supposed to roll over, they have to sacrifice a man that gets turned into a baby into the sun. And
this is how the worst imagining of the Santa Claus I've ever heard.
Yeah, they turn a man into a baby and then shoot him into the sun. That's what happens, and that's and they have to time it just right so nobody can tell. You know.
Yep.
It's got to be
worried
right
though.
when the ball drops.
This year would be a terrible year for that because I'm worried that Elon Musk's web of satellites are going to throw off the trajectory, and Baby New Year won't reach the sun.
That might happen. That might just happen.
Have you heard about this? That 5G radio signals are gonna mess up weather patterns or weather recording situations. Meteorologists are pissed.
Yeah, I saw
As
a bunch of headlines about that just getting sent to my phone. Just everyone in the meteorology community is so pissed about 5G, and I'm I don't care really.
The comments that I saw were just we can't choose what rate water vibrates at. Can you please choose a different vibration for cellular signals?
That's fucking crazy. I don't know. But yeah, it's me, John. With me this time is Niall. Hello, Niall.
Hi, I'm Baby Sinclair for the new year. You gotta love me.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Solon, what baby are you? We also have Solon. Solon, what baby are you this year?
Hey, y'all, I'm Solon. I'll be performing as baby Fraser Crane for the new year.
Ooh.
Baby Fraser. Wow. That's interesting.
You had to make the Seattle reference, I guess. Like,
Yep, always.
I mean, the scrambled eggs being all over your face is maybe a little bit more understandable if you're a baby.
Yeah.
What is a boy to do? Maybe have a parent wipe your face. No, I don't know. That's what I would think. Folks, yes, we are entering a new year.
mm-hmm.
We are entering 2020. Chooch has been around. I think this next upcoming year is going to be our 7th year of existence.
Yeah.
And that's a nightmare to think about. It legitimately feels extremely fucked up to think that I've been doing this
For
almost
a
a decade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming up on episode 300 as well, like, in a few weeks. So we're 2 milestones, really.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
But, it's nice, because I feel like Chooch has grown a bit this year. It hasn't been like, fucking crazy big numbers, but it's like we've gotten somewhere each year. It's felt like more consistent and more good. And like, I was just thinking about how Game of the Year went this year, and Game of the Year should be coming out around when this comes out, so you're gonna have content.
We're looking at about Tuesday. So if this is coming out Sunday, like a couple days from there is when we're going to start the huge celebration.
Around then.
You're going to be kicking 2020 with like some really good videos.
Some good opinions, yeah. And I was just thinking about like how, like a couple of years ago, Game of the Year was such a different beast, and like how I feel like we've grown and matured as just a site. I think we have really figured out how to like present ourselves in a really smart and cool way, and that's something that I'm super proud of. I'm not afraid to just say that. Like,
yeah, I think
we're doing a great job.
Finally figured out a way around the fact that like none of us really play the same games. Like there's like maybe 2 or 3 games that most of the site plays every year, and everyone else is like off playing other stuff, or like because when we look at our lists, there's maybe 1 game that I think most of us have, maybe 2, and like that's it. Mm-hmm. So like I think now that we don't do like site wide, like this is our number 1 game, it kind of stops it just being the game everyone played, and we can focus more on like our individual stuff and like on other awards. So it's definitely been positive, and I'm really happy with like the spread we have this year of what like actually won the awards we did have. So I think it's been it was probably like the least stressful Game of the Year has been in like the 5 years I think I've been on this site now. So that was good.
Yeah, it went real smooth. Like, It was just a fun time. And
I'm glad we can finally talk about this, because just from my point of view, realizing that between all of the lists that we put together, all the games that we deliberated on, it was like over 100 games. Because between the 8 of us,
like that,
we played about 100 different games over this year that were all of a quality that either regrettably or, positively deserved recognition this year.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these awards are not great. Some of these you didn't want to get nominated for. There was I don't even think there was room for my worst Game of the Year nomination, because there was some stinkers.
It's like that,
I didn't get to talk about this year. I didn't get to talk about Oninaki during Game of the Year, and I'm thankful.
I think you talked a lot about Oninaki. I think we talked enough about that for a lifetime. But no, yeah, I'm just really glad with how things are shaking out, and I guess I will just say, for everyone listening, I'm gonna do the corny thing and just be like, thank you, because yes, thank you. I guess my New Year's wish, my holiday request, is to just ask the general fucking thing that everyone asks. Just keep spreading the word of Chooch. Like, do the whole comment and share and shit, because I know it's super annoying to hear that, but it really does help. And, that's really all I could ask for, is someone putting content out in the world, is that if you do like it, let other people know, and let us know. Let us know what you like, and also let us know what you don't like. Because if we're doing something and it's just fucking stupid, we're not gonna notice because we're making it. We're the ones putting it out there. If enough people are like, okay, this sucks, let us know. But also, if only like a couple of you think it sucks, it probably doesn't suck. You might suck. All right.
Wow.
So maybe think about that before you say anything. All right.
So you're asking if you're gonna criticize us, you have to bring the whole dog pile.
Exactly. I need a 30 signature petition for us. Exactly. Because if you don't have 30 signatures, you might just not understand. You might not be like wise enough to understand the concepts that we're putting out there. Like you'll be like, what's with this like Sekiro mod videos? They're
I was gonna say I don't think 3,000 signatures could stop Sekiro Choochers Cry Twice from coming out every other week. God's made a monster.
I mean, you might just have to rewatch the video and like understand, and then you'll be like, oh wait, no, actually I was wrong. This is just pure unadulterated content, and it's great, and I have been enlightened. That's just what you're gonna have to do.
It really is enlightening content. Hey, Sekiro's a pretty good game.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah, definitely a different type of From Software there, and I'm very happy for it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I guess
news?
real quick, I wanted to ask you two, since you're on here, if you do have any like fond memories or words that you want to say about the past decade of Chooch, or I guess 6 years of Chooch, 6.5 years. Because that's how long we've been doing it. Do y'all have anything you want to say about Chooch? Niall, you can go ahead if you want to.
Yeah, it's been fun being on here for the last like 5 years. I don't really have a ton else to say other than like I'm glad people still listen to the show and like read stuff on the website, and like I've had a generally pretty good time doing all of it, and it's been a good time. Thank you for having me on, I guess, all this time, but yeah.
Thank you. I will say, you saying that did just remind me that I think we have at least, well, I mean, if we count Solon here, because Solon does listen to Chooch when he's not on it occasionally, correct?
Uh-huh.
We have at least 2 like teachers that listen to this program. Like I know of like education fucking individuals, if we include Solon, and that's so like nightmarish. I just think about like you or someone else just thinking about the fucking insane shit that I'm saying on here, like just like you're trying to like build the minds of the future, and then you just hear me talking about how, when you exist, other things might happen, and it's just like, all right, okay, yeah. I'm done. We've all failed.
Yep, that's the energy I take into the classroom.
So what about the energy that you bring in here, Solon? How have you felt working with us over the past few years?
Mr. John Machonsky, did you just open the floor for me to speak openly about video game choo-choo as a whole? Because you do not often let me get to fluff your own feathers. You don't let me, talk for the whole of all choochdom. And I'm really glad you asked me, because I am very ready for this question.
I'm going to say yes, but I'm also going to say we got to talk about video games too.
Video Game Choo-Choo. This site for the last 5 years has been going on, and getting to be a part of it has been amazing, because when I talk about Video Game Choo-Choo, when I look at it, when I see it from the top down, there have been tons and tons of people who have worked on this project. This has been ongoing, and it is due to the power of especially you and Niall, especially Rose and Scott, who have been here for a long, long time as a backbone for this entire train. this is a site that is about growth. And it's not necessarily growth of like, oh, super popular mega thing. No, it is growth of individuals. You have seen people who have come in here and they have gone on to do even cooler things coming off of what they have done here. So like, you look at the alumni of this site from the beginnings of things with Michael, with Andy, with Zach, and with Trixie. Like, there are so many people who have come and gone, and I know I'm forgetting a lot of folks, but there are people who have built this site, who have brought people to this site, have brought new opinions to this site, and all of us have grown. If you look at or listen to the original podcasts, like in the first 50 episodes or so, you get a very different site. You get a much younger site. There are things that are maybe a little more regrettable in those first 50 episodes, but they're amazing to listen to. They still are, because just coming from listening to those and then hearing what we've made now and what the site looks like now is amazing. And it's why it is such an honor to be able to be a part of this site, to be able to do live streams every week and to make videos. Like, it's so much more than just a little weekly radio show. The Discord is just an engine for just good, positive community, and like you can't deny just how much Video Game Choo Choo has grown as into an adulthood that shows video gaming as a positive influence on people. If you look into why are people who are in the education system coming to the goofy website that like talks about gamer goo like it's like it's a holy object, that's why. Because this is a good place, and because the people who have been here for a long time care about it so much that they want to keep building it as a solid foundation.
Yeah, that was really lovely, Solon. Thank you.
Yep, that's what I think about Chooch. It is a work of a labor of love between years and years of contributors who have all grown because of it and are continuing to grow because of it. So yeah, someday I'll be an alumni. Someday we'll all be alumni of this place, and hopefully it'll go to someone else and they'll also see it as a time for them to grow too. Yeah. That's what the future of Chooch is going to look like.
We're all shoveling that coal, you know, like I think Michael would say that. He's like, I'm shoveling that coal. So yeah, that
coal is good for you.
Yeah. Chooch coal is. It's clean burning.
Yeah, the real clean coal is fucking coming out of this website.
Foreign ditto.
All right. So I think now is about time that we really get into it. So for the last time in 2019, let's talk about what's been going on in the games community. Niall, do you want to get us started? What's some stuff that you've been up to?
Yeah. So, what should I start with? Okay. Like years and years ago, a game came out based on the Blade Runner movies from the 80s. You know, and it was considered a classic and whatever, and I believe Westwood Studios had lost the source code for it at some point when moving, before EA shut them down and everything. So the game was considered like basically lost and was never going to come back until recently, when somehow, someway it wound up coming back out on GOG. And while I hadn't played the game when it came out in like 1997, I had watched like one of my relatives play through all of it when I was at their house at one point, and like I had just been like blown away by it. So I sat down over the break and I decided to play Blade Runner, and that game is, I think, like a game that I would almost call one of the best like point and click adventure games ever made, except for the fact that like there are a lot of stereotyping issues that are very much of their time and like the kind of thing you couldn't get away with if you made a game today.
Ooh.
Like, there are numerous Chinese characters who speak as if they were caricatures. There are Jamaican characters who are very prominent in the story who are flat out, like, racist stereotypes. There's a character who is like this very cartoonish, gay stereotype who appears in like one scene and gets killed. There's, like,
Wow, there's a hot quick.
Yeah, there's a hot dog vendor in the game who is just like the most stereotypical old Jewish man you have ever seen. And it's like, God, if this game didn't have this stuff, you would still be like, this is like 5-star, 10 out of 10, like one of the best one of these video games that's ever been made. Like, it's because like when you think about adventure games of the era and of the time, they have this reputation of like being just like illogical, right? Like there's a logic to everything you're doing, but it's always this like completely stupid shit. Like you have this key, but to get the key to work, you gotta cover it in the ketchup and then stick it up the fucking pig's ass or whatever, and then you can use the key.
That's exactly how I remember it, yeah.
Yeah, but like in Blade Runner, it's like, okay, you find this thing or like at some point you come across this piece of contraband cheese. So you go to this guy and you're like, anybody who might use the cheese? And he's like, oh, maybe it would be like this person who runs this like restaurant. So you go there and you talk to them and like, they're like, oh yeah, this guy supplies the cheese or whatever. And you go and talk to him. Like there's a logic to all of it, like it never has that older, like, adventure game issue of where you're trying to figure out what the logic that the devs have come up with, this like really obtuse stuff, is. Instead, it's like, here's your clue. What's the logical conclusion you would draw if you had this clue? Go there, talk to that person. In this, like, you look at this image and as you scan it, you're like, okay, here's a picture of the guy who's like my suspect in the case. Here's the sign in the background of where he is, and oh look, there's like a security camera there. I'm gonna go there and get the security footage. Like it makes sense, which is so rare.
That's perfect. Yeah.
For one of these games. And it's also like not entirely linear either, because you can advance without picking up certain clues. Certain characters are going to have different motivations. Sometimes certain characters will be human, sometimes they'll be replicants. So, like, depending on the choices you make and the things you find and the, like, conversation trees that you go through, the game actually, like, will, change in a way that is pretty commonplace now, but at the time, was, so novel and different and had kind of never been done to that level of granularity before. And I actually think it's done better than, like, if you think of, like, how a Telltale game, for example, does it, right? Where it's, like, very obvious, like, John will remember that, Solon will remember that, whatever stuff comes up, and, like, you can see the seams. Here it's a lot more difficult to like see where they're stitching things, and so it like flows very well and feels really, really natural.
That's so important in your adventure game. You gotta be able to move past flags if the player's like figured out the next step ahead of what the game thinks should be the next step, but also have intermediate flags that go to different like signs or signifiers that are on the screen to give people context clues on middle steps that you could take to lead to the bigger steps. That's brilliant. I love that.
Yeah, it's like I said, it is one of the best, like, actually structured and like mostly well written ones of these ever. I love the look of it, like, because it's two of my like favorite aesthetics, which is that like 80s vision of what November 2019 looks like, because that's when the game is set. So it's like this like ugly, dingy, like cyberpunk future where people are still using like CRTs and stuff, but also like flying around in like hover cars, mixed with that like mid to late 90s like pre-rendered graphics, digitized actors aesthetic.
Hell yeah.
That I love as well. And like, if it wasn't for the fact that it is so heavily steeped and reliant on characters that are offensive stereotypes, it would be like the most easy recommendation that I could ever give. And it's just such a bummer that it has all that stuff and it goes throughout the entire game and it is most of the characters in the game. And it's just like, like it's like, there is no way you would get away with that today. You know, like I almost want them, like I would almost want them to completely remake the game, but just like not have guys doing stereotypical Jamaican accents or stereotypical Chinese accents or stereotypical old Jewish man voice or whatever, you know. It's like
you couldn't get away with anything like that unless you're David Cage.
I would say David Cage couldn't get away with it either.
Unless you're published by Square Enix. Does kind of sound like The Quiet Man. Shush Man's got a little bit of stereotypical.
It does. Yeah, the Quiet Man definitely has some very offensive Latino stereotypes, especially. But like, this is way worse. Like, this is way more cartoonish.
Oh yeah.
You know? Like, this is like, it's like, what would your uncle like if you walked up to your uncle today and said do a Jamaican accent, like what would he do? You know, like it's that level of stuff, you know. It's real bad stuff, and otherwise if it wasn't there it would be like one of the greatest adventure games ever made, I think.
That sucks, because usually if that kind of thing's happening, it's like, oh yeah, this was kind of just hastily put together or like lazily written, but not even that. This is Blade Runner.
Yeah, like it's
you know they took time into this.
Yeah, like it's very, very clear that like they spend a lot of time mapping everything out and they thought about every decision and how it would affect things, and you know they thought about like the things that were absolutely mandatory for you to get to advance the story, and like while still having things that could influence the story but that you might miss or whatever, you know, and how that would influence, you know, the endings and like who lives, who dies, who's a replicant, who's a human, like all this stuff all ties in and like is so well thought out, and it's just like this one awful blight on the game.
Wild.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah,
but the rest of that sounds really good. So you know, I guess check it out if you're able, and be advised with the rough stuff. Solon, do you want to talk about anything you've been up to?
No.
All right. Really, Solon, what's up?
Oh, okay. Well, as far as like the news lately, that there hasn't been any news because it's Christmas. Drama has taken a break for the holidays. Nobody's done any fucked up shit online. Nobody's like out here hurting anybody, and games are not like, you know, coming out anymore. We've survived. We survived 2019's game releases.
Yeah, we got a couple months off now before like everything gets wild in March.
Except for Watam, Keita Takahashi's game.
Oh, Watam, yeah.
I don't know if anyone's played that. I know Elvie has, and so that's why I'm like hoping that next week she comes on and tells us all about Watam.
Yeah, I'm planning on playing it, but not until it like comes out on PC. I know it's out on PS4 already, but I play most of my stuff on PC. So
the only news that's happened is that the Epic Game Store has been off its ass all week. They've just been giving away free games every single day, and I've been scooping up all of those. It's been unreal just how many games they've been giving away. Like today's Hyper Light Drifter. And tomorrow is what is it? It's going to be Shadows is Unchained. Is that what it's called?
I think so.
No.
That sounds
Sure.
right.
Shadow Tactics. We got Into the Breach. We got totally realistic battle simulator. Totally accurate tabs. Totally accurate battle simulator. Like all these games, like I've got my entire Epic Games library is now like probably I think about 20 games deep.
Wow.
And all of them are like Celeste and shit. It's been awesome. And there's still like 4 days left of it. So been scooping all those up. Been buying games with their like they give you a $10 off coupon to use on any game you want, and then if you buy something that's over $15, they just give you another $10 off coupon. So
All right.
there's all these games that are like half off for $15, and I'm like, okay, I'll make that half off into most off and just pay $5 for new games. And it's like, it's been awesome. I ended up getting to play the Goose Game because of it, which was cute. It was just cute. Had a very nice ending. I don't really have anything else to say about it because, I mean, if you've seen that game, you've probably seen most of that game. It took about 2.5 hours to like fully beat it, and in those 2.5 hours, I ended up probably doing most of the side objectives too, or at least knowing how to do them by the end of it. I actually kind of wish there was more to do in that game because it feels like there could have been. There's opportunity still on the table. But, yeah, that's pretty much the news as far as Solon World goes.
All right. Good checking up on you.
Yeah.
I guess I could ask as well, real quick. How'd your all's holidays go? Yeah, Solon, how'd your holidays go?
Holiday was really good. I got my Secret Santa. From Chooch.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Sure. What's the sound? Oh no, someone bought you one of those?
Yes, they did.
Oh god.
And I'm gonna ruin y'all's whole career with this.
What's that? What is that?
That sounds like a European like police siren.
Here's my Australian police siren. Uh-oh, is it on? Is it
Uh-oh.
working?
Oh.
No. Oh wait, no, that's that's Zach playing some racing games. Actually, I think this thing's I didn't have it set to. I had it set to Zach on accident.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, I got an automaton from my Secret Santa, and I'm like ruining all my live streams with it.
Great. I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's the power of Chooch Chat. You just go to Video Game Choo Choo Discord server at thegamezone.zone, and sometimes you get a present. But no, that's good to hear. I'm glad you had a good holiday. Any other highlights with the family or anything?
Oh yeah, I got what's conceivably the worst gift ever
Okay.
from my parents. I'm gonna put them on the spot for this one because it's
Oh,
so
I know what
funny.
this is. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I've got them right here next to me. These are just some black mittens. Black mittens that I can
God.
put on because they wanted me to be warm. They wanted me to be warm inside of the cold garage, the studio that I'm at. And so I can just slip them onto my fingers. And they've got a little cord attached to them that is attached to the palm. And there's little diodes that stretch from my palm inside of this wool mitten to a USB jack. So I can just plug my mitten into my computer, and once I do, it'll start getting hot. The wires that are plugged into my computer and attached to my hands now get really hot. There's no like on-off switch to this. It is just a cord that is now attached to my hands in my wool, just completely regular fingerless wool mittens, so I can type. You got fingerless parts to it. and the cord attaches to both mittens, so I can't open my hands if I have to keep my hands close together when I put both of them on, because the cord is attached to both of them, kind of like headphones, but like really small, short headphones. And if I get up to leave, and maybe my hands are they're getting hot already. Out. Hands get a little sweaty, get a little wet whenever I put these on. Oh, it is just damp in there now. That was instant. Well, if I ever get up and just like walk away from my computer with these gloves on, I will wreck my entire shit.
Great.
My entire PC will just tumble.
Awesome.
This is a very well planned out idea. I don't know where my parents got these, but I'm losing my shit at. It's just a wire. It's literally just a wire that gets hot when you plug it into a USB slot of any kind.
Yeah,
that's so scary.
Yeah, you last night described the feeling of having them on as kind of like liquidy, or so, you know, like your skin was liquefying, and that was just like terrifying. Because it gets
moist, it gets liquidy, and I start feeling the liquid like kind of feels like it starts running down my hands. That warmth emanates down my entire wrist. It does work. It doesn't not work. It just doesn't work for long.
Right,
and then it gets scary.
You had worn them. Or you wore them like 5 minutes yesterday before you started complaining about like the liquid feeling, which is pretty terrifying. Like, I can't imagine what it must be like to wear that thing for like an hour or something. Like, I feel like it's just inviting your hands to start burning or drying out really bad at some point. Like, it's so
weird. Oh shit, they're still plugged in.
God,
I just realized. I took them off, but if I don't unplug them, they're just going to stay on.
Maybe what you should do is, like, plug them in for 5 minutes before you, like, want to put them on, and then, like, plug them out and put them on so that they're still kind of warm when you're, you know, slipping them on.
Ooh.
Yeah, that sounds like an alright idea.
You know, like warm them up. It's like when you know, like, warm your car up on a cold day before you get into it or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I could also put my mittens in the microwave or something like that.
You could.
Like you would like a bag of rice.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that sounds
they
pretty
mean
good.
well.
Yeah.
But this is also a fire hazard.
Niall, what about you? How was your holiday?
It was alright. It was pretty quiet, you know. Like, this is the longest amount of time I've had off at Christmas since I was in like college, or no, since the year I finished college, because I was unemployed that Christmas. So like I have like 9 straight days off, and then I go back to work on Monday, and then I have Tuesday and Wednesday off. So that's like in total like 11 days off, which is like crazy.
Nice.
Normally I get like 3, maybe 4. So that's been nice. I caught up on a lot of sleep. Ruined my body clock, which is now like I'm now just like fully nocturnal as opposed to like mostly nocturnal. I haven't like really seen the sun in a week, but whatever. Yeah, you know, it was pretty quiet. You know, we did all our stuff on Christmas Eve, so mostly just got gifted like socks and Steam gift cards, and you know, yeah, it was nice. It was, you know, a very low pressure holiday this year, which was basically exactly what I needed. I was ready for a fucking nice, long, relaxing break. So
sounds good.
I can't complain.
Good.
Yeah,
catch up on all your shows.
Did
you get to see The Witcher?
Not at all. Like maybe in like March I started a show on Netflix that's like a 10 episode season, and I still haven't finished it. I had hoped to get it done over this break. I haven't done any episodes of it at all. Like, that's how bad I am at watching stuff. So
I hear that. I still have a basically unopened copy of like the entire Pat Labor collection just sitting on my desk. Cause
do you get to watch the new Star Wars film?
I did not. I actually haven't seen any of the new movies. I have, what's it called? Force Awakens on Blu-ray, and I've never watched it. because at some point, like by the time I was gifted that Blu-ray, it was like Rogue One had already come out, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so far behind, and I just never got to it.
My whole family was like, I don't want to this year. Let's just wait until your brother comes into town in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll go see it. And I was like, wow. It's a very different... usually my family is chomping at the bit to do any Star Wars stuff.
Yeah. The only thing I have watched that wasn't like YouTube content or whatever all break has been Borat for the podcast, and that's been it. We did a director's commentary and it was terrible, but you know, that's like the only movie I've gotten to watch, and I hate it. It's the only movie I've watched for like the last 4 months. It's bad.
Oh boy.
So you've had a great vacation. You haven't seen the sun in 7 days.
Yeah.
You've only watched Borat.
Yeah. I mean,
and
to be fair, I hardly ever see the sun in the winter because like I'm so far north that the sun like sets at like 2 or 3 p.m., which is like when I'm leaving for work most days. So, you know.
Oh yeah, there's nothing about this that isn't the average Irishman's holiday vacation.
Yeah. It's probably going to be worse in future years, honestly. Like, at some point, I'm going to be like living in the Arctic or something, probably, and I won't. There just won't be a sun for like the winter. So.
Yep.
Anyway, John, how did you spend Christmas? How was yours?
Well, I just kind of I went to my parents' place, of course. They just mostly gave me a couple of baubles, you know, doodads. They gave me a fucking rice cooker, which is a really nice gift.
Yeah.
Ooh, big doodad.
But then the one thing that they got me, which was, or they're kind of sort of getting me, which is just kind of like a weird thing. So I need my car is a genuine piece of shit. The car that I drive right now, like it is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I probably should not be driving it anymore. Legitimate danger, I should say.
Right.
But
Yep.
So my parents are going to help me pay for it to get fixed. And that was going to be my Christmas gift.
Oh, awesome.
But right before Christmas, my mom's car broke down. And it needs a new engine, but that's like the only thing it needs. So instead of fixing my shitty car, my mom is actually going to give me her old car because the day after Christmas, we went out and she bought herself a new car. Like a brand new car.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Did you get upgraded?
I mean, the thing is, I do not have the car yet, because I need to go and take out a loan still. To buy the engine. But once I do that, then, you know, they'll help me pay for the loan and all that, and, you know, it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, the day after Christmas was legit just me, like, sitting there and helping my mom with buying a car, because she needed help, like, typing things on a computer and shit like that, because she is 50 now, and she types extremely slowly, so she just wanted to get in and get out, but I helped her as much as I could. And then she ended up being like, okay, John, I'm going to bring you to my work, and I'm going to buy you a bunch of skincare products because you helped me out so much. And I was like, okay. So that was like extra Christmas gifts. So there you go. That was my Christmas.
So wait, if you were with your mom for your Christmas, does that mean you got to talk Pokemon with your mom?
That is correct.
Because I also talked Pokemon with my mom, which is a very strange thing to have done, but it happened.
So how into Pokemon has your mom gotten?
Never.
Now that you've sat down and talked with your mom, I mean, like, how invested is she?
Way more than before, infinitely more, even just because she saw the Pokemon and she was like, "Oh, these are cute. Show me more." And that was like, that's like the most like investment my mom has ever put into anything that I would consider a hobby of mine, and so it was really nice. I felt very connected with my mom for a moment. I showed her Phalanx, and she like was like, "Ooh, that's kind of weird looking. Why's it got those big bug eyes?" I'm like, "No, those are shields in front of its eyes, Mom." And then I took the game to Pokemon Camp mode and showed Phalanx like moving around and like playing with toys and stuff. And she was like, "Oh, they're like little dogs. They're like little puppies." And I'm like, "Yeah, they are, Mom." And then she saw my Frostmoth fly over to her, and she was like, "Wow, that's beautiful. What a gorgeous moth. I love moths." And I was like, "Thanks, Mom."
So, I got my mom to play it. She didn't just look. She played some of it. That's pretty much the only game that I played. I finished my Pokédex, which it was really fun. But I actually sat down and like played some with her. I like started up a new game and everything. She got really into it. It was really fun just seeing her do that. Like, I think she's at the point where she like wants to get a Switch now, so that might be something we'll look into like for like Mother's Day or something. But she really liked it. Like, she liked it enough that like when we got back from buying the car, I like went to my room and laid down, and she like went over and was like, "John, come help me set up the game. I want to play more." So. I don't even have to.
Wait, did you have to do the whole thing where you had to like show her how to not delete your file, or? I mean, wait, no, that's not a thing in this generation.
It's not a thing. Yeah, I have to like, because I do have like separate, because I have one. I'm one of those things where like I have my main profile, and then I have like the one that connects to the Japanese eShop and the one that connects to the European eShop. So like I just have it in the Japanese eShop profile. She just plays it on there. But, I mean, she might get a Switch sometime next year, and, I mean, she's gonna have to replay some of that game, I guess, but, that's fine. She really liked it, though. Her team is kind of weird, because it's mostly just a bunch of, like, dog Pokemon, like, she really likes all the dogs, and then she caught a ball toy, which she really likes, which I was not expecting. It's like this, like, for Nile and for anyone who doesn't know Pokemon very well, Baltoy is like this. It's supposed to be like an ancient spinning top toy, like like something that like an archaeologist would dig up,
right?
And it's like this
Beyblade Pokemon,
yeah, like this rock psychic type, like freaky looking thing. My mom was like, "Oh, I want that," when she was like going around catching stuff, and she's using it, and she's doing a pretty okay job. She's like learning all the type stuff, like I had to like at first I was like, "All right, Ma. What puts out a fire? Is water. What burns grass?" Yeah, like, that kind of stuff. But she's, like, catching up on it, and she's, like, she's having a good time.
Hey, that's amazing.
It was cute. It was fun. It's nice to connect with your parents with stuff like that. It's nice. So, I don't know. I mean, maybe I can get her into some other RPGs. I'll try fucking. I don't know what would be other good mom RPGs. I'd have to think.
Hey, you got to give your parents Ring Fit. That's what I did for Christmas.
It's not a bad idea.
And holy shit.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
There was a point when the first thing that you have to do. I guess, okay, so here's my relationship with my parents and playing video games. I gave my mom the Ring Fit, and she was having a great time for about 2.5 minutes. At which point she was like, "I need to go clean stuff. I'm going to go." So she has all like equipped up. She's done the basic stretching that they start you off with. And like right when the stretching finished, she was like, "Oh, that was great. I got to go clean the toilets right now."
I don't
She's
want to
off.
do this anymore.
Not that she doesn't want to do it, more that she just distracted herself, because in the time that she was playing this game, she thought of like 4 other things that she wanted to do and flitted off to the next thing. And so that's how she did. And so she gives the big chunky plastic ring to my dad and the like leg strap, and he like gets himself equipped and he's ready. He skips the stretches. We put this on hard, and he starts jogging in place. Except that he's not jogging in place. He's jogging and steadily getting closer and closer to the television.
Oh, great.
Inching his way, and he doesn't realize that the TV is getting closer because he's so focused, until I go, "Dad!" And he like looks up and is like, "What?" He realizes he is about to kick the entertainment center with the TV in it. because he's so into playing this game. And then he realized, oh wow, this game's good, very realistic, got me really going. They loved it. It was awesome. It was perfect, and everything that I've been doing with the Ring Fit lately has been still even more fun than it was when I started. I'm getting actually like better at playing that game. And so on my own file, I found out the game does continue getting horny after after you meet the big dragon Drago, who is a very sexy weightlifting, very sweaty dragon, often damp after an exercise, and does a lot of very exciting and stimulating workout routines before you show up. They keep that going with other characters. I thought it was just going to be a one thing, but no, most of your healing moves are like pelvic thrusts that you do in the air.
Oh yeah.
And like it's all noted as like, oh, healing moves that gives you hearts. And so you do the thrust into the air and then like hearts come out of your character. And it's like very sensual. And then they bring you to this spot about a quarter of the way into the game. I'm realizing that this is not like a 40-hour adventure. This is more like an 80-hour thing. Mm-hmm. I'm seeing some of my friends are putting like over 100 hours into this and not getting to the end yet. And I'm like, I'm terrified. But one of the first bosses that you meet that's not big horny dragon, Drago, is the Four Masters. The Four Masters, each one of them is a certain element. So you have the element of arm workouts, you have the element of ab workouts, legs, and yoga. The balance of all four elements is yoga. And so you have Armando, who's a Mario-looking guy. You have Adonis, who kind of looks like Claude from Fire Emblem. His big yellow hair and big abs that he wants to show you. And then you have Allegra, who is entirely legs. She's a very leggy woman. And she will fight you foot-to-foot combat in the boss fight. And she will stomp on you repeatedly. And there's no way they didn't do this intentionally. It's genuinely funny and fun and exciting, but also there's a little bit back there that's like, you did it. Okay, this has become a thing now. You made Drago. Yeah. We've now established efficiently a pattern. And I'm wondering how far this is going to go. So my Ring Fit adventure continues on. The last of the masters is Guru Andma, and she's a grandma. And that's just cute.
Her ass is going to grow or something by the end of the game.
No!
John! You might be right.
I'm just preparing you for the inevitable, all right?
You're right. I should be prepared for the inevitable. And that is for Guru Andma to find balance by like putting me on her pinky or something.
Let's see here. So I guess since we were not around for a good while, there wasn't really any news, but there was like one or two things I can bring up real quick. So Street Fighter V got its last, I guess, confirmation of content update material here. They are, they're. We don't know if there's going to be more after this, but this is the Champion Edition that they are like saying, oh, this is the 40 characters that is going to be everything in one bundle, that kind of thing, which, I mean, they said that for Super Street Fighter V or whatever that was, but, we'll see. Or Arcade Edition, that was what that one was. So everyone was like, wait, it says 40 characters, but we only know 39. Well, they revealed who the 40th character is, and it is Seth from Street Fighter 4, the boss from Street Fighter 4.
Yeah.
Except this time, if you recall, Seth was like a robot, like an AI in like a like a weird robot guy like body. He was able to like copy characters' moves. Like he had the sonic boom, he had the Dhalsim stretch, he had all that stuff.
He kind of looks like a Street Fighter interpretation of like Dural from Virtua Fighter in a lot of ways. Like he was that featureless, like silver kind of look.
Yeah. So or I guess I should say they are back now in this game because in Street Fighter V, Seth got defeated in Street Fighter 4 and it moved over to a new vessel, which is a pretty lady outfit. Basically, she is taken the world by storm. Very much a like, oh boy, this character's the new sexy fighting game lady. Kinda sorta looks like Jury. I think they both use like similar moves too, and like similar powers.
Is that the body Seth took? Is that part of it?
I think it's like some kind of
that could be cool.
I think it might be some kind of like M. Bison like thing, because M. Bison's got that whole thing where he like when he wanted to make a thing so he could transfer his body into one of the Bison dolls when he died or whatever. I think this might be like one of his like backup vessels or something, and then just Seth took it.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I mean, Seth's gonna still have all those copycat abilities. And they are going to have the Tandon engine, which Jury also has a bit of that in her Feng Shui engine in her left eye. But Seth has their own shit going on. So it's pretty interesting to see how they brought Seth back. It's always nice to see another, I guess I'll say feminine character in a fighting game.
Sure.
So Seth seems really cool. The thing that people are pretty intrigued about, and honestly, it's cool in a way, is that they didn't change Seth's voice at all. It is still the same like Street Fighter 4 Seth voice. So yeah, like it's the same voice, just different body. So yeah, it's the same character, just different, put in a different vessel. But yeah, that's
what I saw with the Seth costume was the summer outfit is incredible.
Oh yeah, that's the summer outfit is vibes. That would be on that like design is perfect for like an album cover of like an 80s like city pop Japanese album. Like that character is that.
I just love the idea that Seth's just chilling too.
Yeah, I mean sometimes you want to destroy the world and sometimes you just want to chill on the beach.
Soak in the vibes, yeah.
I respect it. Niall, it says here that you've tried some new genres. What did you get up to?
Yeah, so earlier this year I played an MMO for the first time, really, and I found that I quite liked MMOs. Like they're good, I'm on Discord or whatever game. So I wanted to like say, okay, I shouldn't talk shit about types of games that I haven't ever played, right? So because I did that for MMOs and I wound up liking MMOs. So I was like,
I gotta see if I can find some of that footage in like old Chooch podcasts.
Oh, I'm sure you can. I'm sure it's there somewhere. But so I decided, okay. So like I've kind of been mostly playing games on my PS4 recently. I've only been able to run older games on my PC because it's fucked up in some ways at the moment and I'm waiting on a new one. So I was like looking through the PS4 store and I was like, okay, there's nothing here I want to play. I've never tried a MOBA. Smite is free. I'm going to try Smite. I'm going to try a MOBA. And it turns out I was right all along about MOBAs. MOBAs fucking suck. So I played about 4 or 5 hours of Smite. And I unlocked a few gods. I unlocked Medusa. I unlocked Cucullin because I wanted to... No, not Cucullin. The Morrigan because I wanted to take one of the Celtic ones because I rep the brand or whatever. And I think I unlocked like one other that wasn't like on the free rotation or whatever. And I played it for 3 or 4 hours, and only ever got matched up with bots. And I was like getting impatient, and I was like, why am I like playing this game for hours now, and I haven't gotten a match against any humans? Like, I'd gotten a couple of matches where I was on teams with humans, but we were against all bots. And I went like, I'm playing this late enough at night, like, maybe if I switch off the European server onto the US server, I'll get a match with some other newbies, and, like, it'll be fine. So I do that, and I switch to the North American server. I immediately get put into a match where me and, like, one other guy who was, like, clearly a newbie are matched with a guy who's, like, Prestige 6 against a team of people who are like Prestige 5, like 3 Prestige 5 people. And so we get absolutely destroyed. The dude who is like on our team, who has clearly played a lot, spends the entire match just screaming at the two of us because we're obviously like new players who have like no idea what the fuck we're doing in this like terrible video game. And after that I was just like, I'm never playing this again. This is the worst. This is miserable. Like, I have no idea how people can play this kind of game. Like, it's just not engaging to me. I'm sure people love it. I know people love League. I know people love Dota. I just, like, Smite, I know, is like the 3rd or 4th biggest one of these, and like I'm sure probably most of the people playing it are people who have been playing it for years at this point, but it is impenetrable for somebody who has never played one of these before. Does absolutely nothing to onboard you either, which doesn't help, so...
No, it doesn't.
So, yeah, Smite did not win me over on MOBAs. Last night, I also got kind of sick of being on calls with the rest of the Chooch staff and hearing about gacha games when I had never played one and like having no clue about them. So I was like, I'm going to download Fate Grand Order. So I went to the App Store on my phone. Oh my god,
this is a new leaf for you now.
Wait, hang on.
Okay.
I went to the App Store on my phone and I typed in Fate Go. Didn't come up. I typed in Fate Grand Order. Didn't come up. I looked it up. It's not available in Europe without like going through weird third-party software. So I was like, nope. And then I went and downloaded Dragalia. And I opened that up, and it was like, we need to install 3 gigabytes of data. And I was like, no, I don't have that kind of space on my phone. And so I tried out the Skullgirls one instead, because that's a much smaller download.
All right.
And it's fine. Like, it's kind of just like a fighting game that sort of plays itself, and sometimes you open chests and you get a different character or whatever. I think right now I have like, cause you get a bunch of like chests just for reading the like news updates that are there at the start of the game. So I wound up getting like I don't know Skullgirls characters super well, so I know John, you like that game, so you might have to help me here, but I think I got a silver pain wheel. That's the character, right?
Okay, so I will say, I know who the characters are. I don't really know the gacha game. I tried it like a couple of times and I didn't really get into it, so I don't know like how they work. Like, I can tell you like the fucking lore behind those characters. I couldn't tell you like how good they are in the context of the gacha game.
Right. I'm just trying to make sure I get the characters' names right more than anything.
Okay, yeah, pain wheel, yes.
Yeah, so I got a silver pain wheel and I got a gold double, I think. And so those are like the 2 I've been mostly rolling with. They give you a bronze big band, and I can't remember her name. She's like the 1930s Mickey Mouse type art character. She like talks like perfect and ain't I a stinker and all that stuff. Peacock. And I also have a Cerebella as well, who is, I think, bronze as well, but like way more powerful. And it seems fine. Like, I don't think I'm gonna stick with it either. Like, it seems like I don't like playing games on my phone as is. And while like it's seemingly like a smart enough way to simplify a fighting game, I don't know that there's enough content in those style of games to really keep me invested, like when I could play a more fleshed out fighting game or a more fleshed out RPG or whatever, and not have to deal with like weird timers and don't you want to spend money to roll to get this like slightly better version of the same character or whatever. So I don't know if I'm ever gonna get into gacha either.
Yeah, the Skullgirls game has this like unique problem with the gacha elements where because it is such a limited game, like I don't think they've made any like new characters. Like it's all sprites from the base game. Yeah. So they just do a ton of recolors. Like that's what all it seems to be. Yeah, it's all like, recolors.
Yeah, like my gold double is like a rainbow color, so she like changes color throughout the fight or whatever. But yeah, like it just really seems to be like slightly different colors, or like maybe they have one thing like unique about them or whatever. Like,
I mean, they always have different stats, and I think they have different moves. And
right,
I like because I still follow like the people that like worked on Skullgirls, because they still like they're still working on this gacha game. Like it's very much like a thing that they put on the back burner, but like. From what I can tell, like that made like making Indivisible like way easier for them. Like them having this gacha game, like it brought in enough money that like they were all comfortable while they were making Indivisible and they didn't have to worry about it. Which that's like that's good for them. I'm happy for it. Like honestly, like for that team, I would be happy if they just straight up said like, hey, roll the gacha every once in a while so we can keep fucking making games. Like if they just straight up said that, I'd be like, okay, sure. Like I don't care. Yeah, I'll do that because I just like that team that much. But
it seems like it's very active. Like there's a in-game chat, and that's constantly like going all the time. So
yeah, it's not something you hear about in like a lot of the like gacha circles, but it seems like it's doing well. You know, like I don't think it's obviously not on like Fate or Dragalia levels, but I think like people like it. It's a solid game. Like it's for what it is. Like I mean, obviously the gacha elements are crappy, but for what that kind of game is, it's as respectable as it could be, you know?
Yeah, I don't like that the world chat in it, like, tells you every time somebody pulls, like, silver or gold whatever character, you know? Like, I feel like that's kind of skeezy, but, it also gives you, like, a ton of, like, gift items to send to your friends, so if anybody actually plays it and wants some, add me. My username is vape69 Tezande. If you want like a bunch of free stuff from me, you can just add me. Just tell me who you are. Yeah, it seems fine. I like it. It certainly and like a part of the reason I picked it over like some of the other gacha games that are actually available here was because just like it, I feel like the Skullgirls characters are less creepy to be like pulling and
collecting,
than like some of those. I can't remember what it was called. It's the one, the boat one. John, do you know what one that is?
There are two boat ones.
Okay.
There's Kantai Collection and there's Azure Lane.
Azure Lane is the one. Yeah, I was looking at that and I was just like, these characters are... I do not want to have an app with characters that look like that on my phone.
Azure Lane is incredibly horny. That is like...
Yes.
Like, that's the one where I think, like... It's like... I think uncensored art is like in the files, basically. Like that kind of shit.
Man.
Yeah, that one's pretty heavy. I might be wrong.
Another one.
One of Rose's girlfriends might be listening to this and screaming at me right now. But yeah, there's stuff like that.
Yeah. One of them, because I was talking about it in our like staff server, and Rose was just like, one of them is just like a straight up like 80-hour JRPG, and I was like, I'm not playing an 80-hour JRPG on my phone. Which sounds like Dragalia is also kind of like that from listening to Scott talk about it.
Dragalia is just like an action MMO. Like it's there's just like quick instances that you run through and you fight a boss at the end. Like that's all it is.
Okay, right.
Like it's pretty fun. Like it's not a bad game. Like the fucked up thing about Dragalia is that like the reason why I don't play Dragalia is that it's almost too good of a game in the sense that like I just want them to make a straight up actual Dragalia game for the Switch that I only have to pay for once, and I just can do what I want. It's that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which I felt the same way about Granblue. Like Granblue, that was the game that Rose was talking about. That is like an RPG. Like Granblue is just like it is pretty much a Final Fantasy game. Like it is a classic like SNES style Final Fantasy game, and it just you want to just play the game because like the writing is really good, the characters are really really good, like the art is beautiful. It is such a cool game, but then it's got the gacha stuff, and like that game has one of the most generous gachas, but that's just because they got like in legal trouble because of it. So they basically got like forced by the Japanese government to have a good gacha. Yeah. But I mean, they make a shit ton of money off of it, and I mean, I like I said, I didn't get really too far into it, but then they announced that actual Granblue RPG that like Platinum worked on, and I'm just like, all right, I'll just play that.
Yeah, I think honestly, like if I'm ever gonna get into a gacha, I might just wait and see if my number one game of the year coming sometime next week, if the gacha based on that ever comes out over here, maybe I might try that. But yeah,
you're training and preparing for the Dead by Daylight gacha.
Yeah, oh yeah, of course. Yeah, that's gonna happen. God, that could actually work as a gacha, I'm sure.
You need to get a 5-star Summer Leatherface.
Yeah. Ugh. Ugh.
Aww,
can't wait to get my
face.
like 5-star like Christmas Freddy or whatever. God. My Easter Demogorgon.
Yeah. I guess to briefly talk a little bit about my gacha experiences recently. Yeah, the only one that like kind of keeps my attention, which is really weird because it's like maybe the worst playing one, is Fate Go, and I think it is because it's the worst playing one because I don't have to pay that much attention to it, and it's just something like I'm like okay, whatever. But I recently got over like basically the hump in that game because there's a fight in that game where it's like you go to Camelot and you're fighting like the Knights of the Round Table, and you fight Gawain, and he just has a magic power to just have incredibly strong defense. Like you do like 20 damage to him and he has like 36,000 HP, like that kind of shit.
Ooh. Yep.
And so it's just like you're just fucked like the entire time. It's basically just like and this is like 5 worlds into this game. Like you have been playing this game for ages, and then all of a sudden they're just like, oh no, you're not playing this anymore. And so what you end up having to do is you have to just like have a friend, or you have to get the character. Like either you or someone else has to get a character that specifically has like charm abilities, and you just have to like charm him over and over again. You just because if you use charm, he can't attack for a turn. So you basically just have to make Gawain horny forever, and then just chip away at his health until he finally loses. It sucks
that sounds
so
like
much.
canon. That sounds like exactly how it worked in the books.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Lancelot's out there fucking people's wives, and
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a hell of a discussion last night about Fate. That sort of led me to the whole gacha thing. Mm-hmm. We don't need to get into it too much, but anyone who knows about the spaghetti line in Fate maybe knows where we were going with what we were talking about last night.
We're gonna get an ask in a week, and it's just gonna say which spaghetti line.
Oh, is there multiple ones?
I don't know, and that's what I'm saying. I'm expecting there to be more, Okay, I'm expecting someone to just come in and be like, hey, there's like... Nasu does not stop talking about spaghetti when he's talking about fucking. Y'all need to...
Yeah. I don't know anything about Fate, but what's this Nasu guy's deal?
He doesn't
with
know
spaghetti.
He doesn't know what sex is, but then he had to write about sex, and he's just a dumbass.
Yeah.
Why does he think that's okay?
I mean, it wasn't his fault.
How did he grow up?
You gotta put the meat sauce on the spaghetti, Solon.
I don't. And I won't.
Yeah. Besides, I'm the kind of person that doesn't like meat sauce. I like to have separate meatballs. I don't know what that says about. I don't know what that says about me in Nasu's mind, but
I guess
there you go.
I would get it more if he was an Alfredo guy. That would make more sense, I think.
All right, Solon. I'm gonna press the eject button on this conversation. Talk about some other games that you've been playing, please.
Oh yeah, I will. Niall, I'm very proud of you for exploring new genres.
Thank you.
I think that's exciting and cool, and we're in for a good 2020 when Niall's gotcha when the gotcha what do we call it here? The gotcha hour, the gotcha minute,
The gotcha minute.
expands, and Niall gets to join in with LV and Rose and everyone for the gotcha minute.
It's almost
gonna
not
be good.
going to happen, but like
There's a 100% chance it's going to happen. Speaking of 100% chance that something's going to happen, I played Final Fantasy.
oof.
Again, still, forever. It feels like it's never going to end, because I'm like looking into the future, and I found out that Crystal Chronicles' release date moved, so it's not going to be in January anymore. It's now going to be in like the nebulous Q3 of 2020.
Yeah, we're like 8 weeks away from Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, that's still March, and so
Yeah,
it's
March
like,
3rd. That's going gold in like the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh boy.
it really is.
They are rapidly running out of time to delay that game.
I played Final Fantasy 13 this month, and after the episode recording today, I'm going to dive into Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns. So I've done 13, I've done 13.2, and now I'm going into 13.3. So like it's been for 2 weeks straight, just 80 hours of the 13 universe, which is a weird place. It's very futuristic and cool looking, and has a whole bunch of characters that I really like. There's people were critical of the likability of a lot of these characters. I'm like, no, these are cool people. I want to hang out with these people. I want to throw back beers with Snow, and like I want to hang out with Lightning and talk shit about all of her enemies, and talk like in 13 Lightning talks about a lot of politics, about like how she has changed, where she's supposed to be like the stand-in for Cloud, who's a reformed soldier. He's a soldier, and then he decides to become he joins an anarchist liberation group. Lightning is exactly the same. They wanted her to be a direct clone of Lightning's style, or of Cloud's style, thus the name Lightning and Cloud. But like, they do so much more with Lightning, where she has like a lot of these scenes where she talks about why she became a soldier, and she talks about how they screwed her, and like these are like really good moments, and there's a whole bunch of these, and that's why I'm really excited to actually get into Lightning Returns.
Now,
But
before you go any further,
yeah,
I was under the impression that Lightning Returns was 13.2. I did not know there was 3 games in this.
oh
Yeah,
there's
13.2
so
is a
much.
separate thing. Lightning Returns is the
Oh
third
god.
one. Yeah.
Okay. That's even worse. Okay.
And it's not called 13.3, it's called 13 Lightning Returns, which makes it so confusing.
Yeah, I thought it was 13.2 Lightning Returns. I should have known better, because I know it's one of Rose's favorite series, but like I don't know how I didn't realize that there was 3 of those. Oh god, I'm sorry, Solon. Like that's a lot of Final Fantasy 13.
So much. There's a lot of good things to say about 13, because like these Final Fantasy games have become, they're very big. They're massive games. But 13 itself as a game to play is actually not as massive. You play the main game, and then there's like one area that you can kind of do side questing in. And the side questing in that is pretty big. Like, you could do that for a while and really get engrossed in the combat system and some of the like not even item systems, but it flattens a lot of things that are like mainstays to Final Fantasy and to RPGs. Like, there's no NPCs. There's literally none. There's nobody to talk to. And so you don't like shop for items or clothes, and you don't go to somewhere to save. Those things just happen around you constantly. It's kind of bizarre how streamlined the 13 series is. And 13.2 does an even better job of exploring like the mechanics of what is essentially a momentum system. You don't tell a character like, hey, I want you to heal this character. You say, hey, can you start thinking about healing for a bit? And they'll go, there's some people out here I'm going to heal. I'm going to heal them. And then they'll heal the wrong person and you'll get a game over and die. That's not great. That's like the worst part of it. But outside of that, the idea that you're going to be like, all right, everyone, we're going into hardcore attack mode now because we've got the enemy on the ropes. We have their weak spot opened up. Let's go to town. Let's do as much damage as possible. Feels awesome. And then they get up, they cover their weak spot, they get unstaggered, and then you go into like defensive mode, and it's like, oh, this is cool. It's really cool feeling the like ebb and flow of battle every single battle. Even if it's just some like random mobs, it feels really exciting, and you invest yourself in every single battle, even just the random little battles. And then there's tons of boss fights, so you get invested in those. The thing about 13 is they build you up in so many amazing ways, and they don't deliver on any of it. They give you a lot of really cool like ideas and philosophies, directions that this cool party of young adults can go to grow, and then the game ends. It ends, and it's not even the most satisfying of endings. Characters just disappear at the end. Like, they just are like, all right, we're done, bye, and then, like, stop existing entirely. And I don't know, it didn't quite make sense, but it's okay, because there was a sequel, 13.2, to make sure that it didn't make sense, but it was on purpose this time. And so the entire point of 13.2 is that now you get to play as the characters who were not playable in 13 because they were trapped in crystal the entire game. You play as them, characters who have no personality, and they are now time travelers traveling across all time and space to save the characters who went missing in the first game. And constantly creating time paradoxes. Just, it's very weird. Story-wise, it's funky. I wish there was more that they could have done with the ending of 13, and even making a sequel didn't really give me that satisfaction, but it did give me a lot of fun character moments. 13.2's stars, Noelle and Sarah, they're cool. They're cool and fun, and it's a big Pokemon game. You just capture all of the wild creatures in the game, and they become your third party member.
Sure.
And then you just switch that third party member out for whatever other monsters you want. If you need a healing monster, if you need an attacking monster, if you need a defensive monster, like, they've got you. And so you just decide, you basically program in which type of monster you want. You build them up as strong as you can, and then let them rip. And it's really fun to play. It actually is, even more so than 13 was, which 13's pretty fun to play, but has a little bit of quirkiness to it that was hard to understand. 13.2 kind of mastered that whole system. So that's where we're at right now. And I'm about to dive into 13.3, or 13 in Lightning Returns, or Final Fantasy Louboutin sideshow, because we gotta milk as much out of this Lightning character as we can.
Yeah.
The video game, it's gonna be a lot of high fashion. That's what I'm hoping for. I just want glamorous shots of Lightning with some nice, very expensive clutches and jackets.
Yeah, I mean, it does just like
runway.
Straight up rip off the like dress sphere system from 10.2, right? Like, that's the thing with it.
I don't know. I really hope so.
I think
there's something more than that.
I remember Rose saying that's what it basically is combat-wise, and it's like the structure of it is basically Majora's Mask, if I'm remembering right. So
you're just saying things that are great.
Yeah, I mean, I've never played it, but like, I'm going entirely off secondhand, like what I think I kind of maybe remember Rose possibly saying at some point.
All right, you're getting me hyped up for what sounds like the perfect game.
Maybe you'll love it. I hope you do.
I hope I do too. And there's still all of the what's the word? Potential.
Right.
The potential energy from the previous two games to make something that is great in this universe, because there's still tons of goodwill from all of these cool characters that I'm super invested in, and I want to see what they do next. I just hope that, we could go somewhere constructive as opposed to completely chaotic, which is kind of where 13 tends to go when it doesn't really know what it wants to do. If it feels a little not in its own element. Mm-hmm. Once it feels in its element, it's like, all right, we are hitting beat for beat. Cool shit is happening, and people are having dramatic, tense moments. Great. And then someone disappeared for some reason, and we're going to follow them for like an hour and a half.
Y'all ever think about how there was almost... Yeah. Y'all ever think about how there was almost 4 13 games?
Was there really?
Oh, you're right.
Oh,
Because 15 was versus 13.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Hadn't Versus started out though as like part of 12 or something at some point, and then it was 13, and then it was 15?
Who fucking knows?
They have all sorts of relationships. The relationships between Final Fantasy games, especially like offshoot ones, are really weird. Everything from Final Fantasy Adventure being the Seiken Densetsu series, being the Mana series, and Final Fantasy Legends is the Saga series.
Yep.
There's I found out, because we're gonna also like catch up on Final Fantasy games, all the offshoots. Like we got to play World of Final Fantasy, we've got to play Type 0 at some point, and all of those are like weird like anniversary games or tech demos that turned into being some like much bigger game. And then there's there's a whole bunch of like games from the Final Fantasy 12 universe that just aren't called Final Fantasy 12 at all.
Yeah. There's all those weird like Dissidia games as well.
Oh, yeah. Just weird stuff. Want to try them all.
There you go. Good luck. All right. Let's see here. If nobody else has anything too crazy to talk about, we could pretty much wrap this up. I guess there's one thing I can talk about that's fucked up, but it does make you think.
Hey, John, I want to hear about this. What's this fucked up thing?
So there was a new Sonic trailer, like for the movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there was, yeah.
And it was a Japan only trailer. Like this was the Japan origin of Sonic here. And they introduced Baby Sonic to the world. They just have tiny Baby Sonic running around in this trailer. I don't know what exactly they're saying, because it's it's all in Japanese. But yeah, they got Baby Sonic holding like a flower, and he's got like his little shoes on, and he's all cute. And yeah, people are already all like, "Oh fuck, it's like Baby Yoda again," and I'm not prepared, Like we all introduced we all introduced our baby forms, so I think now we have some kind of clearance here. We have some power in this community.
It's the age of the babies.
Yeah, I guess we just gotta. We all have to be babies now. We all have to talk as babies.
There's Baby Sonic, there's Baby Yoda, there's Baby Grinch, there's Boss, who bosses all the babies.
Boss Baby.
There's the Muppet Babies.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what? How pissed do you think the Muppet Babies are right now? Like, they had that locked for years, and now all these other fucking babies are coming in on their turf. Like, they've got to be furious. The Muppet Babies are...
they're like veterans at this point, because when the Muppet Babies came out, all the clones came out because of Muppet Babies. There was like, the Warner Brother had the like baby tunes,
the Baby Looney Tunes. That was one of the worst shows in the history of mankind. That was one of those shows that, like, you know, you would get sick, or your parents would have to do something, and you'd have the day off from school, and you'd be like, oh hell yeah, I don't have to do anything all day. But then you're sitting there, and the Cartoon Network has nothing on because kids aren't supposed to be home, so they just have the Baby Looney Tunes on over and over again, and you just sit there because you don't have anything else to do. You just fucking lay there and watch the Baby Looney Tunes, and it's the worst. That was how it was. Baby Looney Tunes was the pits.
Was Cartoon Network trying to punish you?
Oh, absolutely. They'll say no, but they were.
Yeah, it's weird that Baby Sonic came out, because there's no way that it could have been a reaction to Baby Yoda. Because that company's gone. Like, didn't the animation company not bankrupt, but just shutter like 2 weeks ago?
Something like that, yeah. I mean, yeah, they wouldn't have had enough time to like throw that together.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it just happened to be that it's baby time.
Yeah. People figure it out.
It sucks. but also the Baby Sonic is actually really cute, though.
It is kind of cute, but yeah, I think I've had enough of babies, and I feel like it's only going to get worse as the year goes on. I think 2020 is going to be the year of the baby, and that's not going to be fun.
It's time for you to go into the sun.
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, is there anything else either of you wish to discuss, or shall we move on to questions?
Oh, hey, I would love to talk about Anodyne 2.
All right, go ahead.
I played this game last weekend, and I was writing up all my Game of the Year stuff, and I was like, oh shit, I'm going to play this game and I have to change a lot of things. And I was right. I was definitely right. I had to make room because Anodyne 2 was incredible. I thought it was just going to be kind of this like kitschy little, it's got PS1 graphics style. It's all low poly 3D. And then you go into like people's minds like it's Psychonauts. You just jump into their heads and it does a little like top-down 2D puzzle Zelda type game. For like that's the level. And then you pop out and then you've solved their problem. And it's like, oh, wait, this is actually a lot of things. This is very cool. And so this game is like maybe 6 hours long or something. And over the course of those 6 hours, the first 2-ish are spent like getting you to learn the systems and how to play the game. It's very calm and relaxing. And then they twist things in the second 2 hours. They open up the world in a huge way, and you go, wait, something's off about this. Something doesn't feel right. And then the last 2 hours absolutely fucking confirms that. Because the entire game just goes off of the rails that they spent a nice long amount of time setting for you. To be like, this is the world. You are very safe here. You're comfortable here. Oh, just kidding. Nothing is right. Actually, everything is absolutely wrong. And it pays off so well. Also, it's a game about mothers. It's a game about the like cycles of motherhood. And that's not something you get to see often in games. And it really fits well here in Anodyne. Just there's characters who care for you, and there's characters that you get to care for in turn after you see other different moms. Like the probably the coolest thing that this game does that is like it taught me things about real life is that to know how to be a great mom, you can't just look at your own mom. In Anodyne 2, you get to meet other people who are like taking care of the people around them, who are building communities around them, and how they take care of people. And this in turn informs how you do that as the main character. And it's really, really powerful. It just being able to see that was like, wow, you're right. I need to be with other people who are parents in order to figure out how I want to be a parent myself. If I don't do that, then I'll end up just creating a very destructive cycle, or maybe I won't, but at least I won't get a full view of what's a right way to take care of things, what's a wrong way. And if I rebel against my parents, I won't be ready to like actually help take care of someone, because I'll be going into that struggle with nothing, as opposed to an informed worldview. It was incredible. It was a really great game, and it's something that I can just be like, yeah, everyone should probably play this game, because A, it's cute and has some fun aesthetics that people really dig and get into, that reminds you of old school games. It has a bunch of fun little jokes like that. There's a joke where if you go out of bounds, you go out of bounds into like this giant empty world that is like a preloaded version of the last level you were in, but nothing's there anymore. And it's only there, like, they even tell you in game, like, oh yeah, that's only there because it was easier to render that in full than to like make a picture of the world be underneath you. Right. So we just rendered it in full. And then there's like secret Easter egg characters down there because they were like, yeah, why not? They made this game in like a year, and it is like remarkably powerful, and it's very good.
So what you're saying is that whole concept is sort of like, say, if you were to go into the replay editor in, say, WWE 2K20 and zoom all the way out, and were then to like see the skeleton of like a fully rendered arena just underneath the arena that you're wrestling in, for example. Not that has ever happened or that anyone has ever uncovered that in that game. But that's what you're saying it would be like.
It is exactly like that.
That sounds awesome, though.
All right, that should do it. Let's go ahead and get into questions. The last questions of the decade.
I am not ready, in fact, because you told me to not open the Tumblr full of our lovely, lovely letters because I was not ready. You want me to be ready? Am I allowed to open up our inbox now and see our questions?
I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna start reading. I'm gonna go from the bottom here though, so you're gonna have to wait. So
okay,
I'm just gonna read. If you want to send in questions in the new decade, it is videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask. That is the best place to send them. First off, we got an anonymous question. Bro, the Animal Crossing snowman gif in your tweets today reminded me of how pissed I got when you'd have to get a snowball across a bridge and it always fell in the water or hit a tree and broke. You only got one snowball per day. Hate that snowman. That's not really a question, it's just more of a statement.
Is that really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's mean.
Next question. This is a heavy one. Would the world be a better place if Austin Powers Mojo Rally had been released?
Is this a racing game?
I have no idea what this is, but I'm going to say yes because it's Austin Powers related, and the world could use more Austin Powers.
So it was an Austin Powers kart racing game that was going to come out.
Oh. What was it coming out on, PS1?
I think so. The big thing that I know is that they were aiming for an E rating.
For Austin Powers, yeah, alright.
That sadly makes sense, though.
And they basically said, like, well, there's plenty of good comedy in there that isn't, bad for kids. And I think it was around when Austin Powers 2 came out, so there was Fat Bastard, and they were like, oh, Fat Bastard's going to be in the game, but we have to come up with a new name for him. And they didn't say what the name would have been, but, like, they would have just had to have called him, like, Fat Man, or, like, overweight meanie or something like that. I don't fucking know. Like, just I have no fucking idea what they were going to do, but yeah,
fat asterisk turd.
I'm trying to think of like, is there a single joke in Austin Powers that like would be okay for young kids? And what are you gonna do? Just like make 60s themed tracks and just have everyone scream "Yeah, baby" every 5 seconds?
I guess. I mean, like, like Dr. Evil saying, $1 million. Like, kids probably like that. There's the one with, like, the sidekick lady being like, open the shark tank! Or she's, like, screaming. Like, that one's pretty good. I'm sure like Mini Me would be there, and everyone would be like, "He's Mini Me," and then Dr. Evil would do like the finger thing.
Yeah.
But wait, how would he do the finger thing? He's in a go-kart. Like,
Well, he can just
hands
like,
on the wheel.
You know, lift his
one
arm.
hand on the-
Yeah,
one
he
hand
can-
on the wheel.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what would actually be a very funny joke would be if, like, Dr. Evil wasn't actually, like, steering the cart, or, like, Mini-Me was, like, on his lap, like, steering, and he was just doing the finger thing the whole time. That would actually be pretty funny.
That's a better joke than anything in any of the Austin Powers movies.
Well, there you go. I don't know. I don't know.
Would Seth Green be in this movie? Because isn't he like the kid?
Yeah,
he
he's
is.
Scotty,
Yeah, he's his other son.
Or would he get cut from the game? Would he not be?
I think he would have to be in there. I mean, we have to have we have to have all the important characters. You know, like I'm trying to remember other Austin Powers characters. There's number 2. That's the other like sidekick that Dr. Evil has.
Yeah.
So it's just very
There's
funny.
Beyonce's character. I can't remember. Foxy Cleopatra, is that her name?
Well, I think this would have
right.
been before Goldmember, so I don't think Goldmember would
so she's
be in
out.
it.
Goldmember's not in there.
Which is a very big shame. I think Goldmember would be a wonderful cart. Which, again, they would have to come up with a different name for him, too. Like, I don't know what his censored name would be. He'd just be like...
You could have Goldmember. Kids wouldn't understand what that means.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
It's not about the kids not understanding. It's about the adults seeing it and getting upset.
Nah, they'd be fine. It's just Goldmember.
Yeah, I feel like
wondering what
you
you'd do. Wasn't there a character that's like a lot of vagina or something?
A lot of... Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Is that, what, Heather Graham's character's name?
I think so.
I couldn't tell you.
Elizabeth Hurley's character. I don't remember what she was named.
So it's got to be like an octopussy, right? Because that's a James Bond thing.
There was the really racist twins in one of the movies.
I think that was in Goldmember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking bad. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think we need to go through the entire list of Austin Powers characters.
All the
here.
classic
Get out of
characters.
here. My mojo is way too rallied.
Yeah.
When are they going to make an Austin Powers gotcha?
Oh my god. Okay, so yeah.
Who's wailing for the Austin Powers gotcha?
Okay,
and is it just Ryan?
Yeah,
Yes.
I was gonna say when I was in Texas, when I was visiting friends in Texas, I hung out with Ryan and we went to a fucking card shop and Ryan bought Austin Powers like trading cards. Or no, it wasn't just trading cards, it was a trading card game. Like
Yeah.
Like we also bought like Blair Witch cards, but it was those cards where, you know, like when a big movie came out in the 90s, they would have those cards that were just like screenshots from the movie. They did that in like the 70s and 80s too, because they have like those Star Wars ones and shit, where it's just a screenshot from the movie and then like some words in the back, whatever that is. But no, the Austin Powers one was a trading card game. Like, there were statistics on there. There was instructions. It was an expansion pack to a game. And that is the scariest thing in the world. It was just like, play this mojo card to raise your mojo level by 1. And then, like, use your spy powers to get, like, it was like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was, like, the really scary part was that it was so advanced. Like, I was just sitting like, there's so many mechanics in this game. Like, what Austin Powers fan is going to sit down and, like, get all these cards and then be like, yeah, I need to know all the different little, like, gameplay mechanics of the Austin Powers game. Like, what the fuck?
Can't wait to watch, like, Cyber Knight's deck opening for Austin Powers.
I don't know. I mean, if there was a way to play it for free, I would absolutely play that game, but I don't want to spend... I mean, it's probably not that much money, but I don't want to have to spend like $40 to get an Austin Powers trading card game deck. Like, I don't want that.
Oh, so now you're looking for the Austin Powers Duel Links.
Yeah, I bet it's out there. I bet somebody
Pokemon
has, like...
Online TCG version of Austin Powers.
It's rancid. That's fucking rancid.
I mean, there's people like who have made those like unlicensed things for like the 2000s like WWE TCG, so there's bound to be like ones out there for the Austin Powers one.
Yeah,
maybe it'll be on like Tabletop Simulator or something.
Almost definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
God, yeah. I guess we can look for that sometime. Next question. This is a very valid question. Shulis asks, how tainted has your mind become as a result of Chooch and the Chooch Discord?
I feel like I'm responsible for a lot of it, so not really much.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I feel like it's like 90% my fault, so it's... To quote Watchmen, I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me. Like,
yeah, like I didn't start.
No.
Yeah, like I didn't start like looking for like videos on YouTube that have 5 views of like dudes reviewing malt liquor through the Chooch thing. Like I would have been doing that anyway. So I don't know.
The other day, I found a YouTube video that was just like some random footage of someone's barbecue, and like nobody's seen this, and I was just like, "Oh, I gotta show this to the crew." And we just watched a like French family just at their like outdoor barbecue. They saved this and put this online to share with their like grandparents.
Yeah,
and I was just like, "Oh man, this is the content. What the fuck?"
Yeah, it was like a 5-minute video of them just like eating barbecue and playing pétanque while like bad Eurobeat played in the background really loudly, and it was just amazing. And the credits were like longer than the actual like footage. It was extremely good.
Fucking nuts. Just nuts.
I'm so happy.
But yeah, I think we're doing that to you all instead of the opposite. So, you know, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you should be, and also I accept your apology. And also, I'm a much happier person now. Is what I would say. I find joy in the most innocuous of things.
I guess so. Century Punk asks, what video game knowledge would you send back to January 1st, 2020 to prevent the biggest gaming mistakes?
Back in time to January 1st, 2010.
2010, I'm sorry, you're right.
The biggest gaming mistakes.
Yeah, what would you send back to
That's
the
a good
beginning of the
question.
decade? Yeah.
I feel like I'd send back news about like loot boxes being labeled gambling in a bunch of European countries, just so that like publishers never got it into their heads to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
That's a really good one.
I would basically just tell everyone to block and report on Twitter more.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'd probably just tell people like, hey, maybe don't use Twitter. Maybe let's just not do Twitter. That might be what we'd have to do.
Yeah, I feel like like if you want to get more than like, oh, this is just like the way games work, and more like the culture around them, there are definitely things about like what has happened on Twitter that you should maybe prioritize going back and being like, hey, like this is the kind of shit.
I think I would send back the video of Google's press release of the Stadia, like the Stadia video. And I would just like send that back with a message like Google is evil, and just try to like convince 2010. And it wouldn't be because of the Stadia. It would be because they're like the whole presentation of that video and it being on YouTube, I feel like would really consolidate what people would fear the most about YouTube taking over the world. And that would be seeing Matt Pat on a stage in a suit. And they would just be like, nope, this isn't right. I don't care. Obviously, Google trying to get into weird bullshit with the Stadia, that's one thing. But like this YouTube thing, and them trying to like consolidate all of that into one mega platform. Oh, this is stupid.
Idea.
This is stupid. We can't do this. We got to stop Google at the source.
Yeah. Well, Stadia's dead anyway, so who cares?
Well, exactly. You could show that in 2010 and they'd be like, yeah, Stadia's dead, but what's this YouTube thing? What are they trying to... What do they think they're trying to do with this? And why do they have the gall You can save a game on a YouTube video? No, you fucking can't. God.
What a nightmare. And I guess the fun answer is I would just tell everyone that they're gonna make a third No More Heroes game, and that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just tell myself, don't worry, John, you'll get it. It's happening. Actually, wait.
Send back some of those really good YouTube poops to really inspire the 2010s to kick it into gear.
I need to Google to see if No More Heroes 2 came out before 2010, because if it didn't, I'm gonna look like an idiot. That came out January 26th, 2010. So I mean,
there you go.
We would have
valid.
Yeah, we're okay. Okay, then I don't look like that much of an idiot. Okay. Next question here. Anonymous asks, what will the internet get extremely horny over in this new year? I'm guessing the Energizer Bunny drawn as a sexy lady.
Wow, they're gonna bring back the Energizer Bunny. That sounds okay. I could get into that.
I could absolutely see sexy Energizer Bunny as like a new like thing. Yeah, I mean,
I regret my phrasing, but I'm excited. That this question's great. All these questions are really good tonight.
Yeah, these are good questions. The thing is that it's always so inexplicable. Like, it always comes out of nowhere. Like, none of us could have predicted Bowsette. You know, like that came out of fucking nowhere, and it changed society forever, I feel like.
I feel like it's going to be something to do with like the Kingdom Hearts DLC that's about to come out. Like, I feel like that's going to be the first thing. Yeah. Because I feel like people are so crazy about Kingdom Hearts that at some point, because that is out this month, right? So like I
think so.
That's like the first big cultural thing of the new year I can see people like losing their minds for.
Okay. I think there will be a rise in being horny for chefs.
Yeah, that seems like
Chefs.
a fair. Or it's gonna be like a chef with like a little like sexy steakums lady or something, and
yeah, like I could just see like some kind of new chef game, you know what? Maybe not, because I'm thinking about it now, and they had that like sexy lady chef in that KFC dating sim, and that didn't really take off. But I mean, everyone hated that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just had a feeling with chefs, but
I
very
might
scared
go
that
so far as to say that KFC and chefs are not two things that I would put in the same category, really.
But they did. I like there was like people were like, for a second there, people were like, oh wait, no, they made this like chef girl in this KFC game. She's like. She's got the big baps, so everyone was like, oh boy, is she going to be the next sexy character? And then she wasn't, and it was just like, okay, that's fine. But yeah, my guess is going to be...
Chef Ramsay is very sexy, so that could definitely take off at any time.
I mean, but he's always been sexy. He's not going to be he's not going to be 2020 like crazy like Pixiv sexy, you know.
That's primed already. Like once that happens, like we're good to go. We're ready. We're off to the races.
There's going to be a tipping point.
There. Yeah.
I mean, there's like that Bon Appetit YouTube channel, and I think people are getting kind of horny for those chefs. So maybe I'm just talking about what's happening right now. Maybe that's not fair. Maybe I'm a little hungry. Yeah.
All right. A little hungry, a little horny.
Actually, I ate before we started, and I'm not really horny right now, so I'm okay.
Then you're good.
Yeah, then I'm content.
So I'm a little optimistic about this, and I think that we live in a world of very unsexy, inanimate objects. I think that like a lot of our technology, our computer monitors, our TVs, our consumer electronics are very unsexy. The new Xbox is coming out, and it looks like a box. It is very just sad. And so I want to see a big fetish like push for clothing and for consumer electronics to be sexy again.
Like,
Are you saying you want to like fuck the PS5 when you see it the first time?
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's where this question has led us. But yeah, I want them to like. I want this to be a fetish that pushes like electronics manufacturers and clothing manufacturers to be like, you know what? Let's make something fucking new.
okay, so here's my concept. Okay,
Yeah.
here's my concept. They have pants,
Uh-huh.
and then they attach an ass outside of the pants.
Okay.
and then put pants on over that.
So prosthetic
Ass
asses are the thing.
Prosthetic asses, but like basically you wear
in
the
jeans.
you wear pants that have an ass on top of it and then another pair of pants over it. So you take all that
Yes.
off and then you take the first pants off and you see the inner pants wearing the ass.
I love that, actually. That's fun as hell.
That's my concept.
And you'll stay warm.
And I mean, everyone will have to like have different car seats because you'll be like way taller now when you're sitting because you'll be propped up by an extra ass.
Extra
I mean,
ass.
like Hank Hill would probably be comfortable, but that's about it.
How are you going to attach the extra ass?
It's just attached to the pants.
Okay.
Like it's attached to the pants.
But you still have to put more pants on over it.
Yeah, because there's like a sexuality to it. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna
Right.
take, like it's a reveal. It's like, yes, I'm seeing this now. I can only see it when I'm in a private area because you can't have an ass hanging out. You know?
Is it like a second full pair of pants you're putting on,
Yes.
or is it okay?
Yes.
So it's not just like a piece of denim you're like
No.
stapling over your fake ass.
No, you're wearing a second pair of pants over the ass. Yeah.
And then the
This
thing
is
is,
fantastic.
people
No,
are
I
going to
love it.
take off the outer pair as like
Like what they're gonna want to do, like the correct way to do it is you're gonna want to take both off at the same time. So then
Here, let me help you out a little bit here because this is getting complicated. Why don't you sew the ass into the main pair of pants?
that's
So
what
you
he's saying.
Yeah,
Is
just
that
have one item of clothing, but it's got a boosted keister.
Yeah, but you still have to put on the second pair of pants over it. Is what he's saying.
Yeah, because,
I'm saying you don't need a second pair.
No, because you're getting horny for the pants. Not like it's not about enhancing yourself, which that would be fine too. But
Right.
the concept is sexualizing clothing by attaching a separate ass onto your pants and then covering that up so that way when you get home you take both pairs off at the same time and then you have the pants and their ass is still covered by the outer pants and then you remove that and it's sexual because now you have revealed the ass,
Secret ass.
the secret ass, the private ass.
John, this is like the most like unhinged thing that I've ever heard in my life.
This is way dumber than what I was thinking you were explaining.
No,
I really like it.
yeah, that's my concept for 2020.
I don't think you're gonna get many investors on that, but maybe you'll prove me wrong.
Shark Tank.
Can't wait to, I can't wait to see John on Shark Tank trying to explain his like
the separate ass.
his fake ass pants or whatever. Like,
Anonymous asks, this is specifically for Solon,
Uh-oh.
best and worst IoT wearables. I don't really know. What are IoT wearables, Solon?
IoT is the Internet of Things, and so like anything that connects to other things to the internet is like would be an IoT or an Internet of Things. And the idea is that just all things are going to be connected to the internet eventually, and so pretty much everything is going to become an IoT. And so like, well, probably the best one that we've got right now is the those AirPods are fucking cool. They really are. Even though the Bluetooth still sucks, unfortunately.
Yeah, it does.
I wish it didn't, but it does. They're in like generation 5 or something of Bluetooth, and it's still really, really wacky and not very good at connecting to things. That's the best. It's also the fucking worst because I keep getting reply alls from my school that's like, oh, little Billy lost their AirPod. If you all see an AirPod around, let us know. And I'm like, there's 850 AirPods in the school. 2 for each fucking kid. How am I going to find one AirPod? And how am I not just going to keep it and like put it in a desk and like, you know, where are all my other like lost Internet of Things craps these kids bring to the school? And because they all get lost, it's the best and the worst. What about if I wanted to connect something to the internet that probably shouldn't be, and it's not John's ass pants?
Shit! Thank God. That's where I thought you were going.
And it's not that one. I'm trying to think. You know what hasn't been connected to the internet that really should be? Pokemon plushes. We should be able to trade Pokemon plushes online, and like be able to be like, "Hey, I owned this Pokemon. It's got my trainer ID attached to like an what are those amiibo chips?
RFID.
RFID. So like it's got my trainer ID, and on the like Pokemon app, this is my Pokemon, but I can trade it for someone else's Pokemon and beep it, and then I can have their like plush with my trainer ID, or with their trainer ID, and it's in my possession now. I think that would be the coolest thing ever.
Okay. I see. All right. Well, that was a good update there from Solon about the Internet of Things. Thank you.
I don't get to think about that much. That was a weird question. I like that.
All right. This is the question that I was saving for last. And it is extremely powerful. Again, if you want to send in a question like one of these, go to videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask. And now you might just sound like this fine folk. Harlequin Wheels, off the top of your head, can you invent a fucked up individual that the Chooch Discord would post about? What's their tragic backstory? How many spouses have they had? What do they post on YouTube?
Okay. Okay.
So we have to make a fucked up YouTube OC, basically. All right, yeah. We definitely this is extremely important work, and I'm especially glad that Niall is here. This is a very Niall centric here. So
okay, I feel like he's or it's got to be a guy first of all, because
they're always fucked up dudes.
Yeah, they're always fucked up dudes. He's gotta like have an obsession with his ex-wife.
So how many ex-wives though? Only one?
I feel like it's best when there's only one, because like then they can really like dial in on that one ex-wife. Like never stop talking about her.
Right.
That's always a great thing. I feel like it's too easy to say that he's got to be like a food guy or like a liquor type dude, you know, like
oh, he sticks something in his mouth, no doubt about it.
I feel like maybe cigarettes or cigars.
Cigar reviewer. Okay.
Yeah, so he's like a divorced cigar reviewer. I think he's got to have a certain look to him. Like I feel like he's got to be part of like some sort of a subculture, but like I feel like maybe he's like
he's a Packers fan.
He's a Packers fan. He's a cheesehead.
Big cheesehead.
Yeah. And that's part of his like cigar thing, is that like his thumbnails are like a terrible like cartoon version of him with like the cheesehead thing and a cigar in his mouth.
Yep. And he lives in Texas, and he will not stop talking about how much he hates the Cowboys.
Yeah, he's from Houston, or he's from Houston, but he hates the Cowboys as well.
That's sad. That's tragic.
Yeah. He's got a lot of posters on his wall of like
I'm imagining 80s hair metal.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 80s prog metal or prog rock. Like
Just
all
a big
over his
Stevie
wall.
Nicks poster.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
very...
He's a huge Stevie Nicks fan.
Who isn't?
I feel like all his videos are still shot in standard definition. He regularly...
Oh, but he does the thing where you edit it and you make it so it's like 1080 by blurring the sides of and stretching out your main video.
Yeah, it's SD, but it's like stretched, and he's like trying to upscale it. I feel like he makes, or he like once in a while he tries to branch out from cigars. I feel like he thinks. Or he discovers like a new YouTube trend that's hot. Like maybe it's Fortnite videos one week, maybe another week it's like weird eating challenges or whatever, and he keeps trying to like pivot to doing those as well as his cigar videos. And they're always like completely like awful, and they fail worse than his regular stuff. It's
yeah.
Like normally his videos get about 100 views. These ones, whenever he tries to do something different, they get maybe like 5 to 15 views. Like his community doesn't have any interest in those.
Okay.
It's a real shame that like there's that dude who does like the playing card review things, because I feel like that would be a better fit than cigars, but like that already exists, and I'm sure cigars do as well.
Yeah, we just
I'm
have
gonna run a name by you, Niall.
Yeah,
I'm gonna run a name by you. How about Packer a Day?
Packer a Day is pretty good. I like that. That's very good. Yeah.
We're probably gonna watch Packer a Day later today.
I'm probably gonna search Packer a Day as soon as we stop this. How old is he? I feel like he's got to be like 50s, right? Like mid 50s.
Oh, he can be younger than that.
I'm gonna say mid 40s.
Mid 40s, okay. I'm picturing long hair, like long dirty blonde hair. Because he's
Trucker
like
cap. Trucker
cap.
Too.
No,
Yeah.
well, because he's got the cheese head hat.
Yeah, that's right.
on.
Okay, he's always wearing that. Okay. But he's got a visible trucker hat like on his like.
I
desk
feel
or
like maybe
something.
they rotate. Like one is always visible and the other one's always on his head. I feel like because he's such a. I think what it is because he's such a huge Packers fan. He also makes videos just like talking about the NFL season. So when he's doing those, he's wearing the cheese head, and when he's just like reviewing his cigars, he's got the trucker hat on. Walls.
I want to know that. I want you to know that I did type in Packers cigar into YouTube to see what comes up. And the first thing is Stephen A. Smith breaks out a cigar to celebrate the Cowboys' playoff loss.
Awesome. Yeah, he's definitely the kind of guy who calls in a Stephen A. Smith every day.
Yeah.
He's like gotten on once or twice, but like he's just like had the worst opinions, and now they're like. When they call, they're like, or when he calls, they're like, "Oh, you know, we just can't find time to get you on," or whatever. What else? His favorite movie is Reservoir Dogs.
Okay.
And
wow, so I found someone who really fits the bill.
I can't wait to see them.
Yep.
And I think he has like a bookshelf behind him where he keeps his cheese head and his Packers stuff. But I also think there's just like a lot of Sopranos stuff on it as well. And a lot of Jason Bourne stuff on it.
Okay.
I think that's him.
Let me add to this just a little bit because I found someone who fits the bill. I'm not going to say who they are because I haven't vetted them yet.
Yeah, let's not put anyone on blast too much.
No. But to add to the aesthetic, they do have a fake tree next to them that has Christmas lights, but they're not like strung on the tree. They're just hung from like one branch in the front and just lazily thrown across. And the background is just loud music playing from a stereo next to the camera.
That sounds great.
Yep.
Yeah.
YouTube fucking rules.
I feel like Packer a Day is pretty well fleshed out at this point. You know, we know what he likes.
Yep.
I have a pretty clear vision of him in my head.
Yeah.
The first comment on this video is great vid, cheers, and good snuffin'.
Awesome.
Great. All right. Well, there you go. We've made our own depressing YouTube man OC.
Oh, and he uploads like 4 times every day.
Okay. Yeah, that's the clincher. That's the clincher.
He like does a vlog like throughout the day of just like interesting the things he thinks are interesting.
We have literally willed this into the world, and full and wholesale it has appeared.
Yeah. Well, like the part about like multiple uploads a day is definitely somebody I follow who just like live streams every meal he eats and is like, I was at the Walmart and this lady was like screaming at the manager because of something. Anyway, here's my thoughts on that. It's good. Oh, YouTube's good.
Great.
Anyone can get on there and do whatever they want, as long as they don't have their dick out.
Yeah. All right. Well, that should do it. I think that is a great way to round out the decade. Was creating our YouTuber OC. But yes,
this is a full ass program.
Thank you everyone for listening. Of course, if you want to continue to follow us, it's at VGCC is our Twitter. Our Tumblr is videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com. We have our Discord server, thegamezone.zone. If you just type that into your web browser, you'll go straight there, and you can hang out with us. And you can personally berate me for the ass pants.
Yeah.
Of course, if you really enjoyed all the stuff that we've all the content that we've given out this past 6.5 years, go to patreon.com/VGCC and kick us a couple bucks. We will happily use it to do more dumb shit, because it won't stop. But the more money we get, the more we can do. So that's what'll happen. Of course, you can check us out on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/VGChoochoo. Solon's always streaming every week, Sundays with Solon. So check that out. Solon, I guess me asking what you're planning is going to just be like in the past. So I hope what you do in the past is good.
Nah, it won't be.
Okay. Otherwise, is there anything... also, thank you Melt Channel /Magic Circuit for our theme song Crush off of the album Magic is Real. You can listen to plenty more of their work by going on Bandcamp for Magic Circuit. It's for Melt Channel, excuse me. meltchannel.com/band... No. Oh my god. I am out of it. meltchannel.bandcamp.com for their older music, and their current music is Magic Circuit on Spotify. Check that out. It's great. Is there anything you all want to plug real quick? Solon, is there anything you want to shout out before we get going?
Hey, come on by this weekend. I'm going to be playing Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns on twitch.tv/SolonFace. And it's going to be a weird time.
I bet.
We're going to mess some things up this weekend.
And
anyway, love y'all.
Yeah. And Niall, what about you?
Yeah, Borat Club, we have done 12 episodes now. We just put out a director's commentary of sorts. If you would like to watch along with us as we watch the film Borat, you can do that. It's at Borat Club on Twitter. We're on every podcast service as far as I'm aware. I would
Niall,
love...
can you believe that Borat Club is going to span 2 decades?
I am very excited that it is spanning 2 decades. Really, like, I realized at some point after we did the director's commentary that, like, if we were to keep it up all the way through the next decade, we would have watched the movie over 500 times, which is frightening. I don't think that's going to happen, though. So,
Wah-wah. And dare I say it, wee-wah.
Yeah, ooh la la. I've also been trying to get more streams done personally as well. I'm on Twitch at twitch.tv/NileIsYourFriend. I've been doing a lot of Dead by Daylight streams lately. I'm hoping to get more into just streaming more stuff in the new year when I get the new PC and stuff. So, yeah. There'll be links to all that anytime I'm doing it in the Discord, gamezone.zone. The gamezone.zone. So.
All right. Thank you so much for listening, everybody, and we will be back next year.
Next decade.
Next decade. You know, my New Year's resolution is 1080p.
Oh. So I feel like 4K would have been a more topical joke. Like, maybe 1080p would have worked a decade ago, but, you know.
We'll be back next week with another episode of the Video Game Choo Choo podcast. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.